Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today's GPU is the Radeon HD 8790, I believe, and of course it's a low profile GPUs. I like my low profile GPUs. I think I'm running out PCIe power supply is pretty cool. So that today's video I find the cheapest GPU. I found this one for actually less than $10. It was $8.99 and plus tax it was $9.62, but still under $10 and just barely. And yeah, so I'm actually recording this after all the testing, so we'll play all the unboxing and testing. So we're gonna review this GPU. This is the eBay listing, so just show that it's $8.99. Oh, pretty cool. It was a last one too, so I got lucky here because I looked at it before and it was the other ones were a little bit more. I ordered it. It came in the mail after 2 weeks, so let's take a look at this thing. Oh, that's funny. I've never seen a GPU wrapped in paper before. And here it is. For all that unpacking, we have it. Frankly, it's in pretty good condition considering the last 15-year-old GPU I bought. That was covered in dust and kind of broken up. But this is like a cheap workstation GPU, so I wouldn't expect it would be completely destroyed. Like the sticker's all intact and the PCB is pretty clean. So, then though, 1 gigabyte of GDDR3 RAM in the back. It's gonna be fun to play video games with. Real quick, I want to do a size comparison next to the Radeon Pro WX3200 I did a video on last time. I'm gonna grab that. So it looks like the PCB is the same size, but the heatsink is a lot larger on the Radeon Pro. It also looks a lot cleaner. It's like a shiny blue finish. Alright, enough yapping. We're going to put this thing in my test computer and we're going to run some games on it. And look at that, we get display first try. I was kind of expecting it not to work. Alright, here we are installing the drivers for this GPU on the official AMD website. It was pretty straightforward for the HD 6790, so I believe we maybe have the same issues or no issues with these ones. Should work. And it works. The GPU is registering on MSI Afterburner. It doesn't look like you can overclock it, but it's fine. That's not really what I'm doing here. Just installing the drivers, playing video games on it. Alright, here we're in Half-Life 1. In the menu, we're getting 55 FPS. Not looking good for this GPU. Let's just see how it runs in a normal map now. Alright. We're in the game. For some reason, the recording's having this weird rubber banding effect or stuttering effect, but when I played it, it didn't have this. So this is only an aspect of the recording, and it did feel like I was getting 55, 54 FPS. It seemed pretty stable, which is good. Less than 60 FPS in Half-Life 1, a game from 1999. It's not looking good for this GPU. Time for This is worse than I thought. 12 FPS in the Half-Life 2 menu. It's gonna be fun to game on this. Oh no. Okay, so in Nova Prospect, we're getting 17 FPS. Funnily enough, a little bit more than the menu, but it is running at 2.7K or 1440p. So let's drop the resolution to 1080p. Alright, so all the graphical settings are on low, and it is on 1080p, and now I'm getting the same FPS as Half-Life 1. So I guess if you want to play games that are like 20 years old on this GPU, on low 1080p settings, at less than 60 FPS, you can. I mean, I guess it's understandable. I got this thing for less than $10, so I wasn't expecting big things from it. In Portal 2, we're getting 34 FPS in the main menu. But I think the main menu is also just a pre-recorded thing, not a current render like Half-Life 2. Well, we'll see how it does in the normal game. Alright. 10 FPS. This is worse than Half-Life 2. Ooh. We're gonna have to knock some settings way down to see if we can get any more FPS. Okay, so this is it running in 1080p. I really see no FPS difference. Alright, we should start with putting all the settings low then. Alright, everything is on low, and now we're getting kind of playable frames. We're getting 20s, over 20s, upper 20s, maybe 30 if you stare at a wall. It's barely playable. That's what you get when you get a GPU for less than $10. Alright, and that will conclude today's video of reviewing this $10 GPU.